I want to talk a little bit about arm bars tonight.
Yeah.
So there's only so many things you can do. Okay. I can go like this, then there's wrist. I can twist it that way, it's worse. Then if I can twist it this way, I can twist it. You see that? I can twist it, or I can twist it, or I can just push it straight in. That's what you do with the wrist. Alright? You take the elbow, hold this from moving. His weight's going to hold this down, so I don't have to hold this from moving in this position. I'm going to make sure that these two things can't be moved, right? And then I take the elbow and I push it up the middle. Alright? Okay? And the shoulder, pretty much, I'll twist it like this so that it won't go any further. That's all you need to know. That's all requiring your wrist. Now, the difference is in how many different situations you can find yourself to do this. I can hold his hand here and use my chest instead of using this. Huh? Okay?
Right.
You can use your arm like this. You can throw that way. Not on the ground. Okay? He's on the ground like this. I can use my knee this way. Use my knee that way. Go like this. I can use my belly. See? There. Right? Right? Right. I can step across like this and use my belly. I can roll him forward. I can roll him forward like this and end up like this and use my belly. I got my feet in different positions. Okay, see that? All of those are different ways of doing the same thing for his arm. Go this way. If he's this way, I can go like this, put my leg here, hold him down, and accomplish the same thing. It's all the same arm work.
Right.
Alright, I can take his wrist. I can push it straight into the mat. Turn this way. Turn it this way. So he gets up. I can take his wrist. And I can go down. If I twist it a little more, he goes down fast. Alright? I can take his arm like this. Go back to my elbow. That's all you're going to take. That's basically what you do. If I take his shoulder like this, take it down, you can't go forward. I brace it. Alright, you see that? If I walk him out, I can go like this. I can do this. Put his wrist here, back up. Go back. Lay down. So I've got him like this. Well, hey, there's an elbow. I got the same arm. See that? Okay. I can grab the shoulder like this. Same like this.
Right.
See? One. Perfect. You guys are about to do that. Right? That's dangerous. Because if you don't do it right, you will hurt your shoulder. And I know how to do it for your safety. It means I don't do the whole throw. I pull apart. Okay? So, that's what we're looking at. Now, what we want to do is we want to come up with a way of teaching it. And, making it. So, first we're going to go into our basic releases. And we're going to start with one hand from here. Grab my hand. Alright, I'm going to reach under here and pull this hand. I'm just going to come right up like this. And just. Now, I want to make this work. Okay, feel it? And if I wanted to, like that would work. See? I'll do that a little bit differently. You guys back up a little. So he's going to grab my arm. I'm going to grab his wrist and take him up like this. See this? And as I take him up, over he goes. Right? The throw is secondary. If I want to go like this, and take him like this, okay? Understand? Okay, now we're going to talk about some stuff, right? Because it's not bang. You get the idea? For that matter, you can swing him with that. You can fire him in the wall. See?
Right.
You can use it as a control or as what they call come ball. Alright? So we're just going to go from the basic release to here. And this has to be put here so you can pull down and pump him on his toes.
Right.
Okay? his hand here kind of raises. Got the idea? Get his hand. Thanks, Brett. And this time, he's just going to grab me like this. And hold tight. And I'm just going to make this elbow collapse. Okay, you see that? So I'm going to pull in here and make this collapse. Okay? Yes, sir. And come around like this. And then take him down. Now when he falls down, what happens to his arm? It straightens. Right?
Right.
So I'm going to put my leg here and pull his elbow. I got to brace his shoulder with my knee. I'm going to pull his elbow right across my leg. See?
Right.
Helps if you get his hand like this. Thumb up. And there you go. Let's try that. And all I want to do is just come like this. You see, I've got the bar in front of me. Okay, and I don't have a good control, but I can swing around and make this happen. All right? This time as he does it, I'm going to come up underneath. Roll the arm up and let it down through. You see that? I've got a bar here. If I step in to bend his movement forward, if I go, down. Okay. Now what really happens is this. If he's like this, and I go like this, and I pull, and I'm back in the same position. All right? Now, if I really want to lay him on his belly, I'm going to take him this way, up underneath, and run him out. See? Now this is on his shoulder, isn't it? Right? But now this is on your elbow. See how the situations are? And if I wanted to, that's on his wrist. That's not all pain. Okay, got the idea?
Right.
So you're going to take your partner like this. You have to be distracted. 1, 2, and then from here, take 2 quick steps out. Your partner will go down like that. And then you follow him down to here. And I don't want anybody putting their weight on the shoulder. Okay?
Right.
And you can just take it like this, keep the arm straight, just push the wrist down to these things. Alright, so let's just try. Using different things to make this happen, right? So, okay, so we're just going to work with the basic releases. He grabs here like this. I'm going to go right down through this, alright? I pull just a little bit to break the elbow. I come around here like this, right? And as I come around, I'm going to continue my motion. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to end up over here. So I want to make a turn and be stepping backwards. So that means he is not going to go straight ahead. Where's he going to go? Over this way. So as I pull here and come here, 1. Okay, this is really a kick. Alright, where you can hit like this and grab, or something grab and grab, there's everything in here. Where you can grab it from the right or whatever. As I take him down, whack, he's a little bit silly. If you hit him right, okay, you guys can hit back, you know what happens. So as you come from here to now, there you are. Okay, now he's right here. Okay, and for now, I could do this one, so I didn't show you. This is wrist. See? And what people don't do on this one is they'll push the belly out. And if I go on him like this, what was the difference? Got your shoulder too and got back there. See, and so everybody talks about pressure points and they only show 1. You hit more 1 at a time. So let's just do that fundamental release system. Pow! See, it's the same thing. Now I can bar or not bar. Alright? Break. See, if I've got a ray, 1, 2, I don't have to bar anymore. No. Body falls, the head, punch it over his nose. Right? Come around, and I can put on what I want. Alright? So Ron comes up, he's here, I'm moving this way, pow, and I'm going to throw him that way, right? And I can take the arm and pull it across if I want. So he grabs. 1, 2. I control him right in here. How I control that. You see? I go right down. I'm a little different way, but still, we've got the bar.
Right.
We've got the bar. Now we've got the bar for sure. You see? Sometimes you have to do a little bit of that.
Right, sir.
Okay, try that one. Step back. Step back. Take the head straight down. Right. Put the elbow in your belly. Pull and push your belly. Push your belly. See the difference? I put pressure down,
Fight.
right? Pressure down here, push my belly up, and this is designed with an angle, so it's not the best, but it hurts a lot worse, doesn't it? See? Okay. All right, let's go. Okay. I shifted the order that we originally learned these in a little bit. I do all 12, but I'm going to do them slightly different, because I'm going to try to continue the same thing. So this is going forward. He's grabbing his sock. And I'm going to reach back here and pinch. You see that? Then we'll start to come over. Reach. Ah, there he is. Turn him over. Okay, if I sit down on the head, he can't say too much. Here. He goes right on the ground, right?
Fight.
I got the idea. This is where I sat when again. As he grabs me right ahead, I want to go like this.
Pull, maybe I'm like this, and step behind, I'm going to pull this up, pull this down. How, huh?
And he's right down in front of me.
Fight.
Alternately, yeah, you could try this, but that's almost enough right there, because I'm going right into this part of his head.
Fight.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, that's the first four. Everyone put somebody rolling forward, right? That used to be the second one. I teach you that's the first one. Okay, now we're going to go right back down through all these again. And he's going to grab me here. I'm going to go one, whack, and take him this way.
Fight.
And of course, see my feet? I'm going to step back. Now let's do it from the other side. All right, we'll do this from the other side. So he grabs here like this. One, crack, pull, twist. See that? I can step back and drop right at my feet.
Fight.
And then I can do any one of a number of techniques. But this I'm lazy right now, so this is the one that seems just to be. Yes. See, you guys don't always drive with your feet. Drive with your feet, pull, push your belly up. So I talked about I got the idea?
Fight.
Excellent. When you do this one, on any of these, he does this and he grabs whatever. And you come here, all right? You see, I'm locking his neck in here and stopping it from twisting. If I don't care, I'll just rotate it out. You see that? Pow. And I'll let the neck do that. But I'm locking it in here for protection for him, but also straight down. And now, right into that point.
Right here.
If I go in here, I will do damage. Here, I just do pain. All right?
Right?
Here's the damage. Just off just a little bit. Okay? All right? Let's go. So if I want to do this, say it's one. So we want to hit? Yep. basically, I just pivot here. You see, so he doesn't feel pulled one way or the other. Whack, up here. If he's big, I can jump right up like this and pull my way straight down. Okay. So he's going to go down, and then. What's that? What? Hurts.
Yeah.
I got this. I got it. I don't want to do it too hard.
You want to do it?
Let's try it again. So he goes one, whack two, take it down. So I can try to take the buttons. All right. So okay, we're going to go right into the next one. The next one too. The next one just like this. He grabs me like this. And I go around pretty much in the same position. Just continue. Down he goes. Now instead of trying to do something else, here I am. Okay? Again, just working a little bit of joints. Remember, you know, if you depends on how much hair you got, you can grab the hair and twist the neck or not, right? Okay. Or you do it differently. But this time, he's going to grab me around the head here. One. I'm going to reach up and punch right here. Boom, punch. And then I'm going to come up like this, and I'm going to grab here right now, pull back, brace it underneath, and pull him up. Now, I can do that in different ways. Bam here, see that? It's kind of unique. Twist. A lot different, wasn't it? Reach this way. See that? Right his nose like that. See, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. So as he grabs, he just punches the point. See, he reacted differently, didn't he? I'm going to get my body behind. He grabs me, my body behind. I'm going to brace this leg up. Take him down here on the side. Turn, there it is. You see? Right? Here I am. Okay. Right. Modify this a little bit. Alright, but basically when you're doing these, you grab your hand. If somebody has here, you slide your hands inside the head. You get your grip on the head and you twist the neck. Okay, that's how you would do that if somebody has here. Okay? Alright, now, this time he's going to get me like this. Power right to the groin, I can come up this way. You see? And use that to brake. Use this to brake. Body come up underneath it. There it goes. And again, I maintain my contact. I don't give him any distance. Now his hand was in there, his hand was here. It would make sense to do this.
Ouch, ouch.
That time, I did the same thing, but I fell over. I just want to show you a different position to do it. See, so that time I rolled over instead of switched around. Same thing. It looked different, didn't it? That's your perspective. That's why a lot of these arm bars are fundamentally the same. Those just look different from your perspective. Okay, let's go. Changes things a little bit. Okay, and as we do this one here, we'll start with the same thing we always start, just to grab. And again, pull this elbow underneath, and all you need is just a little break so that you can get your body sideways. Only this time, you're going to take your hand and slam it right through there like that. And take it down. Alright? So, it works like this. He grabs, and one, I'm going to get in close and shove my hand right through his face. 1, 2. Get my elbow in here. There he is. See? Only this time, I'm going to twist it up and around. See? And control him a little bit. Again. Basic one, shoulder. Okay? Push down here. Push the wrist. Elbow. Okay? Most of these here. Now, I want to stabilize that. I can put my knee on here. Put his hand down like this. Put my knee near the elbow joint. See?
Right?
See? Right. Let's go. Grab in here like this. As I do this and step in, I'm going to be moving back. See, I didn't take you down, did I? And I can get him into this kind of technique too. guess, okay, got the idea? So, I have to move backwards. Okay?
It was not silver on your key.
All right, this time, he's going to grab one-handed, and I'm going to reach in like this, pop, as he comes down. If I can grab the head or the ear, I'm going to grab it and take it down this way. Okay? If not, you just grab it with the jacket. So he grabs here, pop, boom, bam. Okay? Now in this instance here, I would probably hit him. Pop. Now I hit that way because that was the angle that was open at the time. Now, I have the best shot of the life right there. But that was what I had. So boom. You get the idea? Yes, sir. Boom. And again, I get this. Okay. I just sit back and head. He's not going anywhere. Okay. We did a demonstration because of the police thing. The guy was down like this and I said, put your hands back. And I couldn't hear him because he blocked the ears. Put your other hand up. See? Hands up here. Tap.
I'm tapping.
All right, get the idea? So you can do that. All right, give that one a try. Right. All right, this time we're going to do the one from the back. So he's going to grab me from the back. All right, I'm going to turn this way. 1, 2. And as I do that, down he goes. Okay? Now, let's do this a little bit angle. Okay. He's going to grab me from behind. I'm going to step like this. 1, 2, hop. See that? And you see, if I'm too lazy, I get the same effect by my heel. I can pull him back this way, put my heel right in the breast, right in the breast, middle breast, muscle. Pull on here. You see, this can be used to attempt choke or even into the painful zone there. See, get my toes in there. You can do crazy things. All right, and if I really wanted to, I just go pop. Now you see what's so dangerous about that is look the way his ribs are. There's no muscle there. Boom, you just pop the muscle. Right? Tear the sheath, break the ribs. Torn muscle sheath there is as bad as
Broken.
break the ribs. Okay, in terms of healing and pain. So, you see, or pop, or as I squat, drive my foot. Boom, right through. You see that? Or, okay.
And separate your shoulder.
Oh, you do a lot of crazy things. Where do you feel that?
Here.
In there, yeah.
The heel to the chest was pretty effective.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to express. Okay, get on this side. So, the way, some options. The way we did that is I went like this one. I'm over the top now. See, he's a little shorter. Maybe I would try to do this. Pop. And right from here.
Easy on that one, sir.
See, I got my thumb. That's one way to do it. Okay. Over here. I go like this. 1. I'll balance him. 1 minute. I put my hand like that and fall straight down. If I squeeze him, I control his fall. So that's why I don't want to fall too hard. I squeeze him. If I don't want to fall too hard, just point and down he goes. Okay, some people might call it Aikido because you just come like this. Grab. 1, 2. And he felt it. See his neck whip? Okay? So again, those are just some optional ways to do the same thing. You can do it this way. Hop. Oops. You can do it this way. 1, snap. But no matter what you do, 2 steps. So you grab his hand, I slip right down his body. I don't want to lose control of this. Okay? All right. Now, he's dropping the weight on his chest, didn't I? See, another way of just making sure he doesn't do what I don't want him to do. And I have this kind of hold. Okay? Now remember, most of these hold downs are come-alongs. But if I got to fight Joe over there after I do this, I don't want to be here. I'm going to step on his head and then go turn towards Joe, drop him, stomp on his head and go. You understand? So, you know, These things have a value, but you gotta know whether the value is appropriate or isn't. That one there, I can hold my friend down all day at the playground until he's tired of fighting me, right? And it won't even make sense. Just hold him down and say, hey, we gotta talk about this. This is where we're gonna go about doing things. And since he's on the ground and all tied up, he might just listen to you, right? Okay, let's go. One of the things that Ron did was bring her around here, and then all of a sudden I come back and reverse it. And she goes down. Okay, you see that? And when he was trying to brace her arm here, and if I put my hand here like that, see her back brace? So if I can make that kind of action, I put this on here, and I make her, and I force her spine to straighten, I can get a lot better leverage on her body structure. Right? Okay, now we have those three of them, right? Then we have number 4. So Ron, what's for number 4? What is this? You're wishing Brett wasn't running the camera. All right, so he gets me like this. He gets me in the headlock, and I'm going to reach up here, and I'm going to brace him just like that. But you see this finger? Yes, sir. Or this one, or that one? One of them is going in his eye. Right?
Yeah, he was easy.
See the difference? Right? Now, we can't go sticking fingers in the eyes, right? Yes. Okay, you can bring it across the bridge of the nose, too. In other words, as he does this, and you reach here, you can bring it here. But right from here and here, I bring this up and I step. Oh, you see my knee? Bam, right across my knee. Right. Okay? And then drop. Okay? And then you might have a few more seconds to do something, so right? Step. Bam! See that foot drive right through? Right. Okay, you do some damage. Okay, or as he drops, punch. Right. Okay, then do your bar. This foot can come up here. That pins the center mass of his body, prevents him to kick. Even if he lays on his back more. You see? I basically take him off his ability to punch or kick. Even if you try to kick. Okay? Right. And then I punch. Whatever whack I want to hit. See, if I go to here, I free up the leg and I pop him over so he can't use it. So I'm doing things, you hold the head, hold the hips, right, to make this work. All right? Okay, let's try it. Okay, so we're going to look at a little trick like this. I do use pain, okay? So he grabs. Whoa, I'm here. Pinch. Ow. Pinch, push! How high was he in the air? High. How high? About this high? Yes, sir. How much do you weigh?
175.
175 pounds. You think you can lift 175 pounds that way? Oh, he did all his own. I just helped him. And then when I drop him from here, then I take him down, whoosh, or whoosh over my knee. Then you're going to get that pow driving effect on the leg, or that pow driving effect, boom, into the ground. You see that, which we really can't demonstrate too well. But you see how I did that? So I get him up here, and then I shove him to the ground. And he's landing pretty much on the side, which is really very, very difficult to take a decent break fall from. And if he gets his arm around place, he'll get it all messed up. He gets up behind him, gets like this, and we'll just rip it up. So, pretty nasty technique. Okay? Give me one more second on that. Couple other issues. When he grabs me like this, I've got to pull and push at the same time. Alright, you see that? And then the other thing that came up is if I put my shin right across, I can also use my shin instead of my knee. But some of you guys are across the head where it's not going to do much damage. I want to get to that spot there. And see, since he's smaller, and he's done this. Yeah. Sorry?
It's a lot of good facial expression.
Maybe a close-up of Ray's face would be another.
Yep.
I put that on. Why did I put that on? We're supposed to be working on wrist locks and elbow locks instead of no leg locks, right? He stuck his leg up there. That's the easiest thing it was to try to park. You know what I mean? It was just easier to do that than do anything else. So that's what I mean. You've got to start working the circumstances. And barring the knees like barring the elbow, right? I tried it, didn't work. I brought these hips with my left foot. Then I pulled his hips, pull his foot, he bends in the middle. Bingo, it works. Okay? All right. Now, let's jump on over. Okay, so we're going to look at a couple of these things here. Let's get on this side. Okay, we're going to look at a couple of things. If I take his wrist like this, and you notice that this one takes the guy down. I want to take his wrist over here and then push. Okay? See how much better that works on the wrist? 1, straight down, and then work. Yeah. All right, get the idea? So, let's go back to our wrist locks. Up. Okay, we're going to try that one. Over here. We're just going to take his wrist like this. Collapse the arm. Here we go. Use my chest. Use my chest. Oh, yeah. And turn it. You know? Yes, sir. Use the color locks. You see, because you're making them come along. Right? All right? This here is a come on.
Right.
You get the idea? Yes, sir. Okay? So let's go back and work on the wrist things. This one here, he grabs my wrist and I go like this. Okay? That time, I twisted the wrist. And this time. So I'm standing up. He grabs me and I go like this. Look at this. Just one little finger. Use my little one. Stand up. I just use my little finger. Keep going down. So you see this? Okay? So I showed you 4 different wrist locks, right? I showed you 1. Okay? I showed you 2. I showed you you can do it that way. I showed you what? That you can go this way. What was the last one? I had one more. What was it? Anybody remember? All right.
Which was the one you said you did your little break just before?
This one. You just make the arm bend like this. You won't bend the arm. You make it bend, you see? So watch. I'll go like this. You won't bend his arm. Pow! See how easy it was to bend his arm? He reacted to that.
The other one you can just kind of lock and turn them down. Is that not?
I don't remember.
The Basai die show.
Oh, yeah, this one here. He grabs it, you get the wrist like this. And I put my hand here, working on that. I think a couple more here. Take his arm this way. That's more of the shoulder of the wrist lock. But I'm working off the wrist. Okay? You can take it this way. Around. I'm going to and what I try to do in a lot of my wrist locks, even if I do it this way, let's get over here. What I try to do is I circle my fingers around the wrist joint. You see that? This finger's here, my thumb's up here. Okay? See? And then, in order to help it, I use my other hand. Sometimes I use it to push the twist, and I've got a lot more power going down, or to support this action. You see that? If I'm taking him up like this, I'm going to try to get the wrist, again, the same way. See, got my little finger, basically the same idea. Huh? Okay? If I'm this way, I don't need to do that there because I've got this thing here. Up first. But this way I go hand free. All right, if you're teaching police officers, you put them on this side of the body and you put them on that side of the body. If they're right-handed, right? You put them on the side of the body where the gun is. Think about that. A lot of you guys don't think that way. So you set the techniques up so that you don't go like this. Okay, grab my gun. You understand? I have to be cognizant of that. All right? So try some of those and see what happens. All right, if I'm going to push Ron's wrist like this, and he feels this coming, he's going to cross his foot behind him, and he's going to squat, and then roll out. Squat, and then roll out. Like that. Okay? Got the idea? So as I take this down, step behind and squat. This is the way you do it. Squat, and roll. Sorry, I gotta sit up. Okay, but the point is, that's how you get down out. Okay, it's a squat. All right, then, okay, so, let's look at this. Chest, pull. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. No, I'll get back. There's my chest. Right, there's my back. Except now I'm just pushing him to the ground. But it's the same principle, isn't it? As using my chest to do this. Right? He's over on the side. And this is my belly. Over this way. Where am I twisting? And his arm. There. Same idea. It's both of those. It's just if you find his arm happens to be that way, then you just use that technique. But you have to visualize it in a different circumstance. Okay, yeah. So another thing, grab. Come over like this. See? Bend the wrist into here. Now what I'm doing is I'm supporting it here, actually with the shoulder. Or if he's laying on the ground, same idea. You see, I'm doing the wrist, this is bracing it, and this gives me something to push this down into. You see? And this makes it worse. Okay, because then I'm getting more than one part of the body. So you see what I've done? I've taken the basic ways you twist your wrist and tried to show you some situations you might find yourself into. Okay? So, if you step in like this, then you take him here. Now, I had a bracelet, didn't I? Right. So I used the figure 4. Which you guys, you see that? Right. But I happened to be here. His arm was bent. I couldn't get into him like this and make this work. So his arm's bent. So I grabbed the wrist, brace it, and I found myself in a different position and found some utility to use it. Okay? And in that instant, it was easier for me to make my figure 4 and make it happen. I got more hold it. See? And which brings up another one. This one here, which a lot of you try to do, but you don't do right. You want the elbow point directly into your belt. You want this here, my figure 4. You see that? Now don't react to it. Okay, now I pull on his wrist. Now watch, this time I'm going to pull on his wrist and push my belly out. See? It's a lot worse. Okay? Hold. So I'm stabilizing this more by pushing my belly. I can even do this way. Although this way doesn't feel as, this feels like I have more control. Okay? So again, I'm trying to take the wrist locks. Alright? I'm locking the wrist this way, or this way, pretty much. Alright? I'm locking and twisting. Okay? Even this one here, twist the wrist. Right? I just happen to be there, so okay, cool. It works. Right? Alright? Let's work on his wrist. Let's go. Just go like this. 1, 2. As he holds here. He's breaking the that's all wrist also. Alright? Now, we have these other ones here, figure 4. Okay? This way. So again, anything that we could do that could pop it, right?
Can you show figure 4 again?
Just stop this way down. This section. Okay, get the idea? Okay.
So this comes here.
Those are.
All right, he's on the ground. See? Push. Okay. This. You okay? Start getting this way. Okay, come on, roll over. Into here. Okay, this is best, but sometimes you end up this way, so it's not so best. Okay? You could be both feet over, one foot back, the other foot back, thumb up. See that? Okay? I can do it. We'll sit up. How you sit? Okay? This way? Yeah. All right, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? 5. I can be like this. I don't have to be sitting up, I just flip everything right over. Now I'm controlling it. This rolls up and over. See? Okay. He's on the ground. Obviously, here I am. I can come this way. Stand up. He comes in with his hand, punches whatever. Pow! See that? Jump right up over. Then I say, get out. Pow. Okay? Okay, now, if I really want to hurt him, I slide my weight through him. Feel it? Right? See, I got my weight set back there a little bit, so I don't hurt him. So I crank this. So I just put my leg over and sit down.
You could probably even do a kick.
Yeah, but I'm just showing you that you can take these things and get in different positions. And we're running out of barring ideas unless you can find another position. So you give me a position, you look what's available, and you bar. The other things you need to know is thumb, middle finger. Just get it like this actually. Brace it like that. Yeah. He's twisting, so I do that. This is somebody's arm over his shoulder like this. You see it come along, about balanced him. Okay?